All right, guys. Opportunity Sage here, coming to you with some farm fresh content. No opt-ins, no shenanigans. So I just want to share with you. I was just listening to this podcast where they're going through what's going on with the economy now. Something really interesting happened while I was listening to this, and podcast I was listening to was this All In podcast. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. It's run by couple of four venture capitalists and entrepreneurs. Jason Kalakakis, he's known here in New York and in California as being an angel investor, really has the pulse on what's going on in terms of innovation and companies. I think he was a founder in Uber and Twitter, something like that. David Friedman, he's founder, CEO, big company, also private equity, and really knows what's going on. I mean, these guys are like the masters of the universe. They know they're dealing in the upper crust echelon of society, and they really know what's going on in terms of here's how the economy's going, here's what's going to happen next, here's the companies that are going to win, here's the companies that are going to lose. So Charmifa, also VC, engineer, and CEO, and lastly David Sachs, he's like from Wall Street. So they're going through this labor statistics graph, right? So I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit about what they were talking about so you guys can see how it relates to everything that's going on online in terms of people trying to find different ways to make money online. So let's check that out.
We also have people who retired early. That was a big trend. And this all peaked in 2000, labor participation hitting that like 67, 68%, I think is the peak. And just slowly going down as boomers retire early because they made so much on their 401ks and homes. And then you're right, Chamath, we've really cut immigration in the last, 5, 6 years.
I think there's an element in here that's missing on how much people individually are finding other ways to earn income. That doesn't qualify and show up in the labor force numbers. Shopify stores have tripled since COVID. People are making more money on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok than ever before. There's a whole new class of work that revolves around the individual creating their own business, creating their own income stream that's simply taken off and has taken off. It was kind of a trend pre-COVID, but it really took off during COVID. And there's an element of this that's really more about the transition of how people work and how they earn that isn't reflected in these numbers. I don't think that the idea that everyone should go be an employee at a company is necessarily the right way to think about labor going forward. The amount of money that individuals are earning is probably the better way to frame this up going forward, and as really thinking about the earning power and the economic health of this country.
This is something important you're bringing up here. Gig workers are about 9% of the workforce, and Uber and Dara had they grew over 70% this year. But I think the big number that I watched for was drivers are making $36 an hour in the United States working for Uber. So you're exactly right. People are finding other options, whether it's DoorDash, Uber.
Right. So hopefully you guys, I stopped it there because they're going through a lot of different stuff. But the main point is, we're all kind of, and to give you my back, I've been doing online marketing, I have an online business for the last 15 years. So for me, this is not new. Same thing happened in 2008. There was a collapse. There was a big influx of people that went online. Some people did really well. Some people just gave up. That's the way life is. Some people do it. Some people don't. So I think if you look at my channel, right, this is Opportunity Sage. I'm trying to kind of get more active into trying to help people, guide them through this whole kind of maze of programs. And obviously there's programs out there, $7, they give you kind of like a peak. Now, here's the thing that you need to realize. $7, that's nothing, right? That's a cup of coffee or a donut or something like that, right? They're only going to give you something to show you what is possible. And then, yes, there's an upsell, but that's everything, right? You go to school, elementary, if you go maybe to a public or a private high school, what's the upsell? College, right? College is the upsell, big ticket item. Then after college, it's like, okay, here you go. Here goes this piece of paper. You're supposed to be able to go out. They do not guarantee that you're going to make six figures. They do not guarantee you're going to make 10 grand a month. They just say, go get a job. Go help somebody else make money, not you. right? So I think with everything that's going on out right now, everybody should be trying to educate themselves and build skills on how to build an online business, because that's really what all these programs are doing and what they all have been doing. I'm going to have a couple of other videos coming up where I kind of dissect different programs and dissect how you get, information for free, information for very low price, and then there's high ticket stuff. So it's all relevant to where you're at, really. I mean, but I think it's important that everybody looks at this from a pivotal point right now. We're at a pivotal point right now where there's a big shift happening, and a lot of people are realizing that, the 20th century model of earning income is not, we're in the 21st century. Remember, I mean, when I was a kid, the 21st century, we're going to have flying cars, right? I was like, the year 2000 is going to be crazy, right? We're almost there. We have the internet, we have self-driving cars, kind of. So we are kind of living in the future, and you need to kind of step back and go, okay, how can I upgrade myself to really be part of this new century? Because if you go back in history, it's the same thing. At the beginning of the 20th century, it was cars, radio, TV. It was all, everybody was trying to figure out how to monetize that. Now it's just the internet, social media. So if you're able to build skills, it's kind of like, it's an even playing field a little bit right now, where anybody could become their own business. You could build your own business. It's not like before where you needed to like open up a storefront, hang a signal, and so hopefully this gives you some really kind of like no fluff, no pitching, no opt-ins, no shenanigans. Like I said, it's just data. It's out there. Definitely check out this podcast. They drop nuggets. Some of it is very high level, but they're like I said, they're in between the masters of the universe, that I like to call them, because they're the people that really control stuff, right? So hopefully this is giving you some, something to look at and think about it. You know what I mean? Like, subscribe, share. I'm going to be dropping a couple of different more videos, kind of going into depth on how all this stuff works. Like I said, I have a lot of experience doing this. I run a pretty successful online business, and this is definitely the future, even for me, because I sell services. Definitely doing the whole automation kind of system is the way to go, because trading your time for money, you're just wasting time, really. There's a better way today. So like, subscribe, and give me a comment. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, put them in the comments. I'll answer them directly to you, make a video for you. So thanks so much. Have a great day, and take care. Ciao.